Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see two pass rushes that have caused more than a few sleepless nights for quarterbacks and offensive coordinators.
Hey, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Green, the tight end, in motion. The play clock's running down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Shift together here from the D-line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Mario Edwards able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
He's gone over 1,000 yards 5 times in his career, but he's at the 30-year-old mark, and there's a lot of concern about running backs over the age of 30.
5 yards or better per carry in each of his first 8 seasons. Now past 30, we'll see if that trend can continue. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
His first look is incomplete. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. To throw again. Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Carr. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Carr, escaping the pressure right. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Detroit! Here we go now!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Raiders have got him. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Now let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. 319. Over.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. A little juke. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Raiders will take possession. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Sebastian Janikowski has fashioned quite a career. I wonder if he's just a little bit jealous, though, because Adam Vinatieri leads him in just about every category. That's the only guy ahead of him.
Yeah, he's second in points, field goals made, extra points made, you name it. But he still had a heck of a career.
A monster career, an incredible leg.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Garoppolo on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So out come the Raiders. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. It's caught. Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Charles. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's Charles. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down carry here for Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Detroit. Here we go now.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, nice move. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To throw his car to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. To throw, it's Carr. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat up,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Second down, here's Garoppolo. Screen pass to Charles. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Carr now on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Washington. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Jamal Charles. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver.
Come on now, let's go.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. A second quarter score from Carson. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. Melvin Gordon, a first-half touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Wolfe, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Play action. Now it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Carr to throw on second down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here's Carr to throw, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on third down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Set. 3-19.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set. Green, 39.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And the lead is down to 2. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't get him down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Garoppolo now. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And the lead is up to 5. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Throwing again. Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Carr to Crabtree. Good for a Raider first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. And even 40 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now Carr throwing on second down. And pressure gets to him again. Derek Wolfe in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run it now out of the gun as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. Now Carr. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go with Washington to begin the drive. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room. There wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Marquette King now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a little floater there is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
As they've done all day, they run with Charles. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jamal Charles, 92 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that makes it a 9-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Carl try it again on second down. Looking deep for Crabtree. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Carr and Crabtree hooking up for a big one there. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Operating from the gun, Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Janikowski now for the point after. And the lead is down to 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... end zone for a touchback.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Now, let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. Leopard. Leopard. Check three. Leopard. Leopard. Come on. Open up, baby. Get up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Screen. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, that's Charles. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Garoppolo looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Going underneath for Charles. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Go with Charles. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Throw. Jones has it. Marvin Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And his throw here is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Hey, 734. Hey, 734.
Back to throw, Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Carr. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He's got a man complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
All right, here we go. 319.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They run. Charles. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
With them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
you